Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so Miss Farwa, are you present in the class? Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Are you present?
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Yes, sir.
Assalam. Don't take too much in replying, okay? So, mashallah, your practice is good. Just there are some things in bar that still need to be more focused. Okay, so this first part is good, but the problem is, this joint overall. Okay, still, it does not look so much stable and strong. It should be, see, this is the line going, and they are, spreading like this. On the other hand, these lines should be parallel. So, this part, I told this part shouldn't be too much thick like this. This is also extreme, and it shouldn't be like this too. Like it's barely attaching to it. Now your bar is looking like this. It shouldn't be present too. Okay. So just by some touches here. Now check it's in the same line too, and also some inside from here. Now the joint, this is looking good. Check now. Okay. So a little, it is fine. The only problem is in the last part now. Okay, like at here it is slightly, going too much outside. So the flow, it is slightly, broken here. So gradually, okay, not suddenly. This flow, it is very important, should be maintained. Now the circle is also present, and now your bar is in the good shape. Okay, so just focus on this thing. Like, this was too much outside. Now see, there is a bit space as well. And also, try to decrease the distance. One nukta, it should fall here like this. Alif is a bit too long. Okay, so try to make it in the 8 cut. So now it is looking too much large. It is fine now. Should be less thick from here. And the Taj, try to send clear picture. Okay, there are so much little things to notice. So these are very important. Okay, have you understand this?
Okay, sir. Yeah, sir.
So good, mashallah. Keep it up. So so, Zainab, are you present in the class?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Mashallah, Ba is good. Uh, just like overall its shape and its size, it's very much, and the flow is good. Just one thing, don't know. I think you made it's like the column is not fully touched here, or like you made some scratching with the blade. Now this part it's looking weak. This one, okay. Like check. This is the this flow of column. So whole of this portion, this is the missing cut of column. This is very important. When we right now, if you see in your bar, this is looking more thick than this. Okay. I told this in the previous class too. This part. This part has the like maximum weight, maximum thickness of bar. Okay. Like it's the most thick here. Not fully still like column is like this, but larger than this. Okay. So the thing in your bar, this is even looking small. Okay. So this part, like it has the whole weight, like it's the whole weight, it is present in this part. So that thing is absent in your bar. You getting it? This point is clear.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, there might be some reason, like when you are coming like this, your column is not fully like the cut is not fully placed at this part. So, or maybe you did in the touching finishing phase. Check now. Okay, now it is settled and adjusted. And this part is slightly like this, and in this way there should be some more clarity in this part also. It should be slightly more thick, and this is slightly less thin from the starting. This part, after this line, it's not that much thick. Okay, this part after this line, when we go upward, like its thickness is not that much. Okay, this is also maintained. This one is a little more thick in this part. Just this thing, otherwise, your bar is very well settled. Mashallah. Okay, try to make nukta in the center, and after one nukta gap, and it is like larger than the rectangle or sulus nukta. It is looking too big. Nukta should be strong and appropriate. And the bar is, it is too much downward. Okay, it should be start according to three nuktas of alif, and you are going to start from here. This is going to sit on this line. There's this portion is still looking weak, and it's feeling like it's going too much downward. Okay, now it is looking appropriate. So Alif is good. Just like one thing I told this before as well. The weight, this part shouldn't be too much thin. Shouldn't be too much thick, sorry. Okay. Like the last part especially. So if we just reduce its thickness, it's going to be in the correct shape like this. Okay, so check. This is slightly, but still this is causing a major problem in your bar. So now this is the central line. Check now it is again behind. Okay, so it should be pass to this line. This is again looking slightly weak. Okay, like going too much downward. The shape is slightly unclear. Okay, it is going now. Check. Okay, now it is looking more good and appropriate. Overall, it's good. Mashallah. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Okay, so Roshan, are you present in the class?
Yes, I'm here.
Hmm. Okay, so hmm, you shared two pictures of your final practice, and the last picture. In that picture, Alif was more good. Okay, like the neatness and its clarity. So, so now in this bar, this part, you know, it's almost look like nukta, like this. Okay, so this thing I told this in previous class too. Like I said, there must be two things present in the real calligraphy. First one, there is no straight line. Okay, and the second thing, any part, if we divide into any parts, they shouldn't be the same. Now, like they are looking the same. The thing is, its first part, it is not same. Like check at every point, it is changing. It is decreasing its thickness. Okay, it is changing. That's the movement at every part. Okay, there shouldn't be that much stretchness in your bar like this. It is making this part weak and making your overall bar out of shape. Okay, and there is also like this angle is also tilted like this and like this. So both of these things, they shouldn't be present. This is the angle, correct? Okay, first of all, this thing. Are you getting it? You seeing this thing now, hold this. First, at first, it was too straight, and now, it is becoming too much round from here. Okay. Now, if you see from this part, it is looking too much artificial, like this part. Like, it is feeling like you made it like this. There is no, like, touch of column is not visible here, is not feeling here at this point. So it is again going out of the khat because you are going away from the kalam, you are going away from the ideal tool of calligraphy. Okay, when we make this, Now check. Now this is the proper, like it is feeling like this thing is going. It is the column touch. Okay, the column flow. For making it better, we do the some slight touches. Okay, there is like there should be clarity. Okay, I told this in previous class too. Like some student, one student, she asked me, like, you told us there should be roundness. Okay, yes, I told. First of all, there shouldn't be. I told this. There should be this sharpness here and here. Okay, this is also extreme. And if you made it like this is also extreme. Okay, thickness. This is also extreme if you made it sharpness, and if you this is also extreme if you made it too much roundness here like this. Now it is there is too much roundness and it is going away from the log, like the column touch, column flow is missing. So there shouldn't be too much roundness. We do some very slight touches to make it look like appropriate. Okay, to make it soft. Okay, this point clear? This thing.
Yeah.
So there should be basically clarity. Okay. Now from here, when you are going to go with your column like this, the last part, it is good. Okay. But still, like, it should match the flow of your previous part. Okay. It shouldn't be like, when it is coming downward, slowly it moves upward. So it is breaking the flow basically. Now check, this is its flow and this is its like maximum one of the deftness here, and by making it in shape, now this line is also coming to the its regular space. Okay, so overall, the this bar, it lacks some clarity. Okay, so try to make every stroke visible, try to be like more in touch, more like more near to the column. Okay, like at every part it should feel like it is made with column. Okay? There shouldn't be like too much roundness or too much like fakeness or artificialness, like it is make with drawing or this type of thing. So is also it's very like, see, there is very slight touch. It goes something inside so that there is a round shape in this part. So alif is good. Okay, alif is good, just there's one thing that again it lacks a bit clarity and neatness, and I think you write this in a hurry. Always practice with slow speed. Okay, always like take your time on practice. So one thing that is present in this alif is uh, you again starting your alif like this. Okay, so like you are utilizing too much thickness of the column. So there shouldn't be too much thickness. Majority of the alif is half cut, half column thickness. So that thing is kinda missing in this space. So we are going to reduce its thickness and make some more clarity. And now this is this part. This is the Taj. It is going, too much inside, slightly. And this space, it is also too much small according to it. Okay. So overall, it's good, mashallah. Just focus on these little things, on this clarity, on this visibility. Okay. So okay. So Yasmin, are you present in the class?
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I am.
Walaikum assalam. Hmm. You are mm, still some struggling with the bar. Now, if we draw the line from here, the thing is now this gap is too much, and like the depth is also now small. So this thing at outside, I told it should be two and like slightly larger than two cut. But inside this thing, it falls in one nukta space like this. All students, focus on this, like in this one nukta. This is its measurement, and at outside, I told this is one, two, and like two and slightly less than half. Okay, like two and two point what we call it like 1.5 or 1.25. Okay, not 1.5. It's I think two and 0.25 cut. Okay, like this is two cut hole from outside, and this is half or half. Okay, half of half. And now from here we are going to make it this part. Okay, so this portion, in your bar, now this is looking too big. Okay, and again, this is the thing, and when we are gradually coming to its ending, and in the proper way, making it sequencing, making its flow smooth. Okay, so it feels like it was going this way, suddenly it comes inside. So this was its natural way, and this was its thing. Now from here, the one nukta is complete according to your column almost. Okay, so this portion is basically now it's too big. Okay, and at the last, this was its fillet, it becomes like this, like it becomes straight. So this portion is also making it weak. Okay, so now while when we are making it small, now this was its correct angle. Okay, now the problem is in this part. It becomes completely straight. There is straightness. Okay, the thing is, in I told In real calligraphy, there is no straight line basically. The ink is not dry in this space. Maybe it looks you straight, but it's not straight. Check at any point, there is curveness, there's slight curve. Okay. Again, when I said this is not straight, it's not mean like you made it too much round, there is too no. This is also extreme. Okay, there's too much roundness. It also again it is going to make this bar big. Now see it is also again looking like too much roundness and artificial. Like the this column thing. This is the now missing here. So you don't have to go to the extreme. And again, just like one of the previous student, now this portion it's looking uh same like this. Okay, like I said, the weight maximum weight of bar is present in this space. Okay, like the maximum thickness. So in your bar, whole this is just the same, like from here to here. So if you just like reduce this part thickness like this. Now the roundness is also making, and the thickness is also now adjusting and setting. Okay, are you seeing this by this touch? Okay, this is now it's making your bar in a correct way like this. You have to remove from here to okay, again, and okay, this portion is also extra. This is also slightly from here. Okay, it is like I told, when it is going upward at last, it is again reducing its thickness. Okay, so these are very little things, but they really create a huge difference. And just like I did from the other side, like this. Again, it is looking slightly more thick from there. Okay, so basically, this thing, this flow, this is basically missing in your bar. Okay, and there is hardness in your bar. In good cut, in strong cut, there should be softness. Okay, the politeness. This is the sign of good cut. Make nukta in good shape. Okay, so these are very slight changes, but try to focus on that. Try to make its good flow. Okay, and this part not too big, not too small. It should fall in the one nukta. So Alif is good. Just at this point it is going too much inside. A very slight, and now this part is looking heavy, a little bit more thick. So you have to decrease its this gap like this. Okay, slightly like this, and you made it slightly more. Now it is more prominent, and reduce this pass slightly. Okay, so now it's good, mashallah. No, my red line, it is just barely touching to its line. Now it is more strong. Okay, so these are little things. Try to focus on these things. Okay, so Shabra, are you present in the class? Hmm, Smart is also not present. So are you present in the class?
Yes, I'm present.
Hmm. See, you didn't send the practice of your bar, I think, in last two classes. So now, check how much your letters are changed. Okay, so that's why it is very important to keep up with the practice. Okay, so try to maintain, whatever going in your life. So try to keep up with the practice. This is the only way. Like if you really want to learn calligraphy, you have to adjust it in your routine, in your busy life. Okay, this, like, this should be part of your routine. So this is very important. It's not like, you just you only practice when you get some free time on, like, on some day, and, like, in some weeks you don't hold column at all, you don't write at all. So this way, you can't learn the calligraphy, or you can't be good at it. So if you really want to improve, like, consistent practice is very important, it's very crucial. Okay, and it's up to you, like, no matter how much time you give, it is still less. So everyone, try to be consistent in practice as much as you can. Okay, so again, in the bar, this part is now too small. Okay, like, there is its last part, it was going good. Just first of all, it is too much like this. Okay, it is too much like this. It should be less tilt. It has this small thing, like, there was some space for this, but you didn't give this bar this space that it has needed. And again, there is no column flow. Okay, there is too much roundness like that. Okay, there is straightness, and see, this is the line. Even if I this is the line. Okay, so it is too much out of shape. This in front of this line. Okay, in this point. Okay, in this point of starting, your bar is going to end. So see, there is, so much distance here. Okay, and see, this is too much gap, and it is too much going downward. So, the flow, the bar overall, it is too much disturbed. In this space also, there should be one nukta in ideal bar. But see, there is, even larger than one nukta. Like two nuktas, can be easily fixed. Okay. So there are these little things, they are very important to notice, to practice. can now see one nukta distance, and the ending is also now in shape. Okay. Yeah, it's ending. It should be in front of this part, and the flow. There should be one look the proper depthness here. Okay, it shouldn't be too much going downward. Then it suddenly goes upward. So in this way you are breaking its flow. Okay, whole or its three part. They should be intact. They should be in a good shape. They should they should be right in this way that they strong each other. Okay, they like they are supporting each other every part. Right. So try to improve these things. And if is also it is too much tilt. Okay, like as this, like it just passes through, it doesn't cross at all. So if you are learning, so take your practice seriously. Okay, try to do practice, try to consistent with the at least two times in the practice. Okay, if someone wants to share their practice, they can send me in inbox too. Okay, after the class. So two times practice, it's the bare minimum. Okay, Taj is looking good, but as the alif is too much out of the line. So now what can we do with this Taj? So your letter should be in the good shape. It is also very important. Okay, now check. So all these things, they should fall in the place. Like I told, in the alif, there shouldn't be too much stillness. There shouldn't be too much straightness. Should be somewhere in between, and there lies the strongness of alif. But it's not looking that much tilt. It is very slight. Okay, so okay, focus on these things. They are very important. Okay, these these things, they are making your base. And we are like our next lesson is one more type of bar. It is also very much related to this. Okay, like if we want to write here, it is the same thing, just like you are going to, if we add this part here, now this bar is also ready. So it's very important, try to maintain its flow. it's go, it's all things like it's the same. Okay, it's basically the same. Just there is some differences. It's basically our another bar. Okay, we put. So this is going to be our next letter, but before that, it is very important to understand this bar to maintain the good flow of it. Okay, so Usman, are you present? I think he's not able to join through the link. No, Saskia, you shared your practice, but your print of practice it was really bad. Like I'm not seeing anything. So wait a minute, I'm going to check it according to the alternate link. And also, I told you to add ba also. So why didn't you write ba this time?
Assalamu alaikum. I thought you say I have
Salam.
to. I thought you have to. You said to me that I have to repeat the alif.
Mhm. You know. Yeah, I told you have to repeat the alif, but the thing is, even with the ba, okay, like you are going to write the alif again, okay, like all the students, if you see their practice, for example, this is the practice, okay. So she wrote the ba, but she also include the alif also, okay. So in the practice of ba, alif is also present, okay. It's not like only ba is present. We don't abandon our previous letters, okay. So that's why I said it. Just with the alif, include the ba also, okay. So next time, uh, try to add the ba also in addition to your alif. So mashallah, the body of alif it's looking good. Okay, this shape it is very much better. Just in this part you did some of the like some finishing with the I think blade. So there is this much. Okay, like deep seas kind of thing is present. So you are going to feel it. Okay, and it is slightly it's giving like the impact that it is going on the left side. So this should also be eliminated. Overall, this shape and like it's slightly curved, it's very good. Mashallah, now your relief is very much better. So it's looking slightly weak at the end. Now I think it's good. Okay. So the problem, it's Taj. Basically, it's looking, larger than Kalam Kat. Okay. Like I told you, this is the your Kalam Kat. It shouldn't be larger than your Kalam Kat. Okay. And this is its angle. On the other hand, its correct angle is this. Okay. And you can just get an idea by just looking at it, your this portion, it is looking too big. So if we just go through with this line, yellow line, now the our gap is also appropriate. Okay, are you getting it?
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
This part, okay, like yeah. I think this is your kalam cut. Okay, like from here to here. Now see this space is also maintained. Middle line is also passed, and now Taj is looking good. Again, in your last practice, there was so much, you know, like you know, sudden change in the rotation of column present. Now it is slightly more good, but still, this also shouldn't be present. Okay, it's like this is going this way, and just in a very gradual way, gradually it comes to this point, to show the like it is made with the column. We make too much like this, it just goes breaks our flow and looks too much artificial. That's why only this slight thing is present, there is not too much gap here. So uh, all that part is looking extra now. Again, this triangle, it is not looking three-third of your cut, it is looking too small. So this part should be a little larger. Okay, like for example, if this is our Taj, I told this part should be two cut, and it should be like this, two-third of your cut. So this thing is, in your alif, it is looking too small like this. Are you getting it? It should come from here. So you make it like this. Okay. Now check, the Taj is looking good and it is appropriate to the alif. So, and you can even, if you can even make it better with the like in the touching with touches finishes. Okay, that's why I told this. That's why I told you. If you like, if you must learn how to manage the touches and finishing. Okay, so like see, this is very slight gap with your like related to your relief. So you can even do with the fix it with the touches and finishing. So now just make the slanting line from this alif. Okay, maintaining one nukta gap and add the ba. Okay, I have shared the lesson recording of ba also, and there is also a recording present in the group as well of ba. Okay, so I think Usman is not present in the class. So okay, just like this, Saskia, you have to now add the ba also in your practice. Okay, try to keep the this composition also. Okay, like it should be started with the three nuktas of your alif. Okay, because this portion here to here, it is three nuktas. Okay, and alif and ba, there should be one nukta distance between your these two letters. Okay, so any question? Hmm. Mashallah, everyone is doing good practice. So keep it up, and also, try to focus on these little things. They seem to be very little things, but remember, eventually at the end, these little things is what, it's going to make you different. Okay, this is what going to make your heart strong. Okay, so don't take these things lightly. Try to practice it, try to understand it. Okay, try to write, how, like, how, try to write in every way, like, from every part. Okay, so try to your best to understand, like, to understand the letter, what is its shape, what's its, like, the formation, how I'm going to make it in a correct shape, like what can I do for it. Okay, so keep it up, mashallah, everyone is doing great practice. Inshallah, we are going to do our next class in the weekday. Till then, especially you, Shabra, and Saskia, you can send me your final practice again. Okay, including by in the inbox if you want. So everyone try to be consistent in the practice. These, this basic foundation phase is very important for your calligraphy journey. Okay, so this is the time, we are spending on every letter, studying these little details. So this time, shouldn't take for granted. It is very important for you to, to realize this. It's not, too much. If you are like, uh, if you're doing this as a burden, don't don't feel it this way. Okay, if you, if you like, take it just like, for example, uh kind of a relaxing activity, or just kind of your passion, so it wouldn't feel too much. Okay, and in the same way, try to be consistent, just like I I said this thing before in the class. Try to fix, try to, adjust this calligraphy practice in your routine. Okay, whatever, like, whatever you are doing, try to, try to, uh, you know try to make at least, 1 to 2 hours. So in starting, because, like, you are new in this learning, so maybe in the starting, uh, it feels too much. Okay, like, there is a kind of a burden, but you're going to see, like, with the practice, with the routine, this burden is like slightly, it's becoming part of your routine. Okay, then, it wouldn't feel too much. In the beginning, of course, this is going to happen. Okay, many students, like, this is the thing, many students, that's why, they just quit the calligraphy, because, it's the new thing and they are feeling it too much. Of course, this thing is going to happen because you are adding a new thing, a new activity, and the activity that is, that requires time, that requires your, the time to mush, the time to focus, the time to analyze. Okay, calligraphy is not just writing with the hand. It also involves, so many other reflexes, critical thinking, and, involvement of your brain. Okay, so, and it's true, if you really write it with your, like, with your soul and everything, with your heart, it is seen in your practice. Okay, and if you just write it, to entertain me, or to just, just like, I just send it, and because it's the time of the class, so like, I have just, like, done my part, so you are just doing of your duty and nothing else. So, in this way, this thing is also going to show in your practice as well. Okay, so this is very important. Do your practice when you are feeling, when you are in a good mood. This is also a thing. So, in short, try to manage your time, and with the, like, with the passage of time, inshallah, this thing is going to easy for you. Okay, so don't think that, of course, like, if you're adding a new thing, maybe in start it feels something, but if you really want to do it, then you have to do it. Okay, So overall you all are doing good practice. Okay, like the progress, it is great. Okay, so the thing is, keep on improving. Okay, all the things that I discuss in, don't just pick the kalam and try write your practice. Focus on all the things that I discuss in the class, that I that I said about your practice, about your work. So keep in mind these things, and focus and analyze where is the point, where is I'm lacking, what should I do, how should I maintain this slim shape of a leaf, how can I why my leaf is becoming too much thick. Okay, what should is like changes in my column, in my holding, in my angle, what can I do to make it like to look it like this, to make it thin. So then try it again and again. Okay, after then inshallah the results are going to be visible for you. So any question? Okay, so I think everyone has understand their mistake. So inshallah we are going to in class in the coming week. Till then, keep up your practice. Okay, goodbye, Allah Hafiz, assalamu alaikum.